yes, yes, yes. I'm really rather relieved. I'm rather relieved. In fact, I'm extremely relieved. I am extremely relieved. Yes, I am extremely relieved. The thing is, you see, I was a bit worried this week. I was a bit worried because I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to speak any foreign languages. I can't sing in tune. I can't play a musical instrument. I can't ride a bicycle. And I thought, well, I don't even know anything apart from the Queen moving to America with the rest of the royal family, possibly for 6 months every year. But we can't go into that now. And I was going to thought, well, what I'll do is I'll do a whole video about making tea. And then I thought I can't do that because it's not Americans' fault that no one here knows how to make a cup of tea. So anyway, I was thinking, what do I do? Someone very kindly, on the YouTube thing, they said how nice one of my videos was. So I wrote back to them saying on the reply thing, I said, thank you very much. If you have any ideas about what I should do for my next video, please say. And they wrote back and they said, what you should do a video about is about Miley Cyrus twerking. And I thought, well, I don't know what that means at all. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a video about Miley, I think it may be Millie, I'm not sure. Millie or Miley Cyrus twerking. And for those of you who aren't interested in Miley twerky Cyrus, I'm going to do a little joke at the end of it. And I know I can't tell jokes. Well, I can tell jokes, but I can't make them funny. But I've got quite a good joke, I'm told, so you'll be able to tell the joke to someone else and make it funny. But now, I'm going to talk about Miley Cyrus twerking. Yes, now, twerking is the dance that you do when your work is to do with tricks. Twerk. That's how it comes from. And so someone who works with bricks would be brooking when he's dancing. And anyway, the point is I watched her dancing. Now, Miley Cyrus is, I'm sure, an extremely nice girl, an extremely nice lady. Extremely nice. And I'm not saying anything about her, but she's very strange in her dancing, very strange. Dances on her own, probably very lonely, and very lonely. She has this very odd dance. But the thing that's interesting about it is that I'm told it's, and I'm going to use a word now which will surprise you because I'm very careful on these videos. I don't want to say anything against anyone. I don't want to say anything that would offend anyone. But, I have to use this word. The idea about her dancing is that some people say that it's sexy. Now, I don't want to make any suggestion that Miley Cyrus is anything but extremely sexy. You see, the thing is, amongst the many things I can't do, can't fly an aeroplane, can't remember which sock is which, or lots of things I can't do. And one of the things I can't do is can't do sex. I don't understand it. I never have understood it, never had it, never been out with a woman for 2 evenings. And so I've never had any children, so I've never had sex. I've never had it, and I'm not really very interested in it. In fact, I'm not interested in it. In fact, I don't understand it at all. I don't know anything about it. And someone once said to me, nobody knows anything about sex. And, well, there we are. Maybe I'm much like everyone else. But the point is that, anyway, I'm sure she's extremely sexy. I just don't have any reaction. When I see her dancing, I don't have any reaction at all. And this is what's interesting. The other day, something interesting did happen. Something interesting happened on 7th Avenue in New York, in a big shop there. A big shop there. It's called Bed Bath and Beyond. For somebody, and I was in there shopping. And there was a woman there. Now this is true. She is. This was only last week, so I'm sure she's still around. No, she was not as tall as I am, but about 5'9", with blonde hair, and she was about 28 and a half, which is quite young considering what I'm going to tell you. And she had it. This is true. I'm not in any way. I mean, it's very, very kind of her to be the way she was. Extremely kind. But she had. I'm fairly sure about this, or she was just extraordinary. But she'd had some possibly what they call cosmetic surgery done. It was extraordinary. It was extraordinary, because she was already very, very young and very, very tall and very, very blonde, and I'm sure very, very, very beautiful. Maybe she was completely different before the surgery, but all I know is that everything, as far as I know, everything about her was just incredible. But, there was one thing, which I don't know whether this is the first thing I saw about her, as I saw her walk past. But it was something that she had presumably had done, because I've never in my life, in books, in anything, no one, anywhere, can possibly have seen anything like this before. She is the only one, I'm sure, the only one in America, the only one in the world. I'm sure, because it's so extraordinary, and I can't tell you what it is that about her physically, a particular part of her body, that was so extraordinary, and you say, oh yes, we've seen these things before. No. I've always been fascinated by the fact that I have no interest in sex whatsoever, and I've often looked at women and thought, what is this, And, anyway, I saw this thing, and I can't tell you what it is, because it would be vulgar, it would be impertinent. If anyone knew who I was talking about, if she found out, it'd be terrible, horrible, shocking to talk about so personally. But she did have this extraordinary, and I know I'm taking a long time to get to the point, but you've just got to bear with me, because it was so extraordinary. It was so... I'm sorry, I'm shouting now, I am shouting. And it's only by shouting. How else can you possibly... I'm not Shakespeare. How can I possibly describe how extraordinary. I didn't even know it was possible for this to be physically possible on a woman, and for her to be A, still able to walk, and B, for it to look possibly real. I mean, it was just extraordinary. And you may think, oh, I guess he means this, or well, I bet you £1,000,000 that you don't know what it was. And I'm sounding aggressive again. Why am I sounding aggressive? Well, because I think it's something that I know about. Good heavens, I know about. Well, I do know about it because I saw her. So if you saw her, you'd know as well. So it's nothing I know about especially, but I remember it. It was a whole week ago. And that brings us up to the joke I'm going to tell you in a minute. But so extraordinary. And the thing that's interesting for me about it all is that just looking forward to see if the camera was running, because I often make these amazing films and probably forget to leave the camera running. And more Crown pictures. Anyway, and a cushion my brother sent me, but really I mustn't feel these put off saying this, and I'm going to say it now. The thing that was so extraordinary about this particular part of this woman's body, and I've never seen anything like it before, anything like it, is that I looked at it and I thought, good heavens, and I had a fairly similar reaction that when I saw this photograph of Miley Cyrus twerking. I was amazed. Anyone would be amazed. And it was absolutely of no attractiveness quotient whatsoever. No AQ. And just none. I was absolutely fascinated. You can see how fascinated I was. But there I was, just thinking, well, that's amazing, but did I want to go up and talk to her? Well, yes, in a way I did. And I thought of several things I could have said to her, but I'm not going to give those away because they're for another video. But it just shows how amazing it is that amongst the many things that I can't do, I can't focus my camera, I can make tea quite well. I can't... Well, there's lots of things. There's lots of things I can't do. But, by golly, I know this thing about amazing. Even if she'd been twerking, I don't think it would have made any difference, and I just don't have any understanding of sex at all. But now, I'm going to tell you this quick joke before we finish. The joke is like this, and this will make up for if you've been very bored hearing about Miley Cyrus and you don't care about these things, fine. So I said I'd found out a joke for you, and the joke is that a man goes to a doctor. This man goes to a doctor, and he says to the doctor, hello, and the doctor says, I'm sorry, terribly bad news, I've got to tell you, And the chap says, ooh, what is it? And the doctor says, well, bad news. I'm afraid you've got cancer and you've got Alzheimer's. And the man says, oh, well, thank heavens I haven't got cancer. That's the joke. I think that's all of it. So there we are. Jolly, jolly good. There. Bye-bye. Oh, that was video number 8. 8. 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 8. 8. 8, 8, 8. 8.